Hey, what's going on YouTube? So in the last few videos, we've been doing some projects involving lighting. So staying on that theme, we are installing a ring floodlight today. Coming up. So we have a couple of ring cameras up around the house already, and we just want to add in another one. I do have these cameras set up around the house. They're Night Owl, and their app is absolute garbage. At first we were able to remotely access them, and that has since gone away, so I don't recommend Night Owl. But they do still record, so I can still go back and see footage, but the Ring gives us the ability to get notifications and have the ability to see them remotely a lot more reliably. So we have one over here. This is the side of the house, covers the RV gate and the trailer, and actually goes, can see all the way to that back corner over there. And then we can see towards the side of the garage here. Over at the front door here, we have the Ring doorbell, so that can see towards the front of the house as well. But that kind of leaves our driveway a little bit uncovered. The Ring doorbell can kind of see over this way, just not very clearly. So this is actually where we're going to add in that other floodlight, right up here in the peak, right above the garage. But first, I got to run some wire over from the side of the house over to above that garage. I got to crawl up into the attic to do that. But be sure to turn the power off first before you mess with any of this stuff. So I'm going to have to run the power from right there down through in there. I'm going to have to move a couple of things out of the way. It's not as bad as it looks. All right, here's what we got in the box. We got the light, the camera, a mounting plate. It's got a seal on the back side of it here. I think there's a template if you need that. We got some mounting hardware and some wire nuts, some instructions, a ring sticker, and this little screwdriver here. So if you've ever done any sort of electrical anything, you're more than likely familiar with these types of wire nuts. I don't actually use these very often anymore. I actually use these, which are called Wagos, I believe. So you just open these up, you stick the wire in, and then you close it down. They're really easy to use, and they're more secure than these guys. If you're interested in those Wago clips, I'll have links in the description below. This is the junction box that we're going to use. It's a metal box, and I also picked up some wire. All right, we have the wires coming through here. I got it stripped back just a little bit so that I can get the ground attached to the box. Now I got to strip these wires back to make those connections. So for this particular model, we have a bracket that we put on here. Is a little bit different than the one that we had over on the other side of the house. We use this bracket, attach it to the box, and then we got this guy that goes on over the top of that. This is what the light will attach to. And now the Wagos can go on. And one thing that is different about this model compared to the other one, I apologize I didn't show you, I didn't know how to mount a camera to my head. This one has a strap to hang the light from. So that way you don't have to have 3 hands in order to do this. So this one actually does make it a little bit easier. So this has it stripped back quite a bit. That's going to be more useful for wire nuts. But since we're using these Wagos, we don't need that much wire. So we're just going to cut it off like that. Hopefully you are still in view. And then we put the ground in. And then we're going to tuck the Wagos down inside here. And now the light goes on over these 2 studs. We got 2 nuts to put on over those. Alright, so you're going to use the tool without any bit in it. That's going to go on over these nuts. And that's how you're going to tighten these down. Alright, and that is it for the install. Now all is left to do is to set it up and figure out how we want it pointed. I guess I got to turn the power back on to it first. All right, so that's how it turned out. That's the install. So I'm hoping those first person shots turned out okay. This is the setup I was using. I was just using a clamp with the camera onto a hat. So I don't know how good it turned out. Let me know what you think. I clearly need to get some better mounts for this. I'm not going to show you how to set it up in the app for privacy reasons. But that is the basic hardware install of it. The app and the instructions walk you through it. You scan a QR code and it walks you through it step by step. You should be able to figure that out. If you can do the install, you can set it up in the app. And if you're looking to add a little bit more security to your home, this is a good way to go. It's pretty easy to do if you're a do-it-yourselfer just like me. So I guess that's it for this video. And until the next project, we will catch you on the next one. See ya.